go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
76. Tell him. 76.
Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Value three. We're good.
Gone. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike.
Drill green.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Young. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Hold on. Check.
Check 37. Check 37. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Get ready. Get ready.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Check it out.
We're good.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play fake. Now Young. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Watch 89. Watch 89.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Let's go. Go, Brown.
Back to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. To the air again. Goff. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
12.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check safety, check safety. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, here we go. 49's the Mike. Watch 49.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Ric Flair.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Green Jack.
46, boys. 46. 46 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time. 46 to Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
46.
To throw, Young.
Let's go, D.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop that down to Hubbard.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Chuba Hubbard
From 6 yards away.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Gibbs straight ahead.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 7. Mike 7. Quit talking about it and bring it. Motion, motion, motion. 7's a Mike. Whoa. Check the tight. Check tight.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
32 yards.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Badgley on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Lions 40, Panthers 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Young now. And that is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10.
They'll air one out deep for Mingo.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. and now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, 68 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Lions 30, Panthers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Lions take first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Twos. Here we go.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Second and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Throwing again. Fox.
This to Laporta, right side.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's not going to get me.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
touchdown. Josh Reynolds from 4 yards out. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Go, 12, go.
Mike 7.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Motion, motion, motion.
Mike 7.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Push him back.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 7's a Mike.
Play action. It's Goff. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
Hey, we got 4. We got
Mustang 19.
Mike 7. Coming.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
No, okay.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He's checking. He's
23 rail.
crash.
Ready.
Second down, Young. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Young lets it fly for Thielen.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Mike, 46. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Young. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Check 31, check 31.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that...
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Looking for right, and he finds him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's been a long day for you.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 38. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yellow, 22. 10 cycles. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll try to throw now. Young. They'll roll him out right. Nifty move, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
95.
Coming to you. 46 to Mike, 46.
Blue striker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ready.
Here is Young.
Here we go again.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
1st down, Young. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be stopped right there at the 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch twist. 7's a Mike. Got you, boy.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
First down, Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On third down, they run, but this is a reverse.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Back to throw, Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes, right side.
Down to the 10.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Let him know, let him know. Seven's a Mike. Mike's
Bridgewater here to throw.
I'm going back to you.
He's got it to Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Watch the slant.
49, 49. Delta. 49.
Bridgewater on first down. Open man right side is St. Brown. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 7. Mike.
Second down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,